Hey everybody, welcome to another review. I'm Travis Moody, and here we are with Python Patrol Cobra Vypra versus Tiger Force G.I. Joe Flint. It's the battle of the Sunday, October 1st Target exclusives. Of course, this is G.I. Joe, the classified series, and we shall get on with it. And let's start off with the G.I. Joe classified Python Patrol Cobra Vypra. Oh, and you're going to notice a lot of stuff here because it's nearly 101 with this Blue Ninja. Everyone's mentioning Akiko, but they forgot about the Blue Ninja. Why? Oh, you know why. It took me, man, I want to say at least 10 minutes trying to look for that face sculpt because, yeah, I had that one. That's so much better. But, yeah, this is the origins of Vypra right here. There is a lot in common with the Kiko, but check out the boots. 1-to-1 on the boots. These boots are a little more ladylike. High heels right there. Storm Shadow. Just a repaint, pretty much. Let's check out these wobbly weapons and see how they did. Yeah, not too shabby. Katana looking good. Shorter blade looking good. These don't look too shabby. Yeah, there you go. A nice skull mask there. If you're wondering where that came from, here it is. You can mix and match if you're not using this with your deluxe Zartan. Why don't we do this? So yeah, as you can see, pretty much the same, just a repaint. So there's the parts for Vypra. She also comes with an arrow. Her upper tricep, bicep area, the hinge, popped right out. I remember that whole controversy dilemma with this wonderful Zorana figure. Kind of overshadowed the release for a little bit, but yeah, that popped out, and somehow I was able to get her in this pose. But it's got to be real delicate. So QC issues right there. Totally forgot that Storm Shadow even had a slot to put the arrow in. So even has the spikes on the pad. So straight up reuse all the way. You can store the bow right on the back. Same thing as Storm Shadow. Again, I hadn't used this set in a long time. And then also the extra arrow fits right in the back. It's sort of like a Parth Vama wolf spider using bits and pieces to create not quite a new character. As you'll see here, version 1. And then version 2 was Venom versus Vala in a multi-pack. So version 2 and 3 were in this pack. And then there was a fan exclusive. And then we had her originally in that version 1 with the Cobra Rattler. And it's interesting because now that we have the Vamp, we may be getting the Cobra Rattler 4-wheel drive, and we may be getting this bad boy as well, the Cobra Night Attack Stinger. And of course, we haven't had a Cobra Trooper in all in gray yet. So lots of opportunities with the Vamp reuse, and I'm sure we'll talk about that plenty down the line. And here's Vypra next to some Cobra Valkyries. And here we have Vypra in a standoff against my custom Jinx. As you could see by the double elbows and double knees, it allows for great posing and playability and posability here with our Lady Vypra. Dangerous Vypra leading the Blue Ninjas on a Python patrol? Or is it Mortal Kombat? And I gotta say, Vypra actually looks pretty outstanding leading the charge with this Python patrol. Well, they have a ninja. Next up on the menu, we have Tiger Force Flint. Maybe the most polarizing thing I should say is the face paint over the eyes. Very NFL-like. They could have did probably a little better job, but when you look at it up close, it does have some nice little fang edges to it. Makes the eyes look really cool. He's smiling though, so it's a little weird, but overall, it's a nice deco. It does capture the OG Tiger Force, which was V2. And so, yeah, as you can see, double elbows, pins, reuse, target, what can I say? More or less, it's 1-to-1. There is a big change here. And it is the knife sheath that is a new addition to Flint. And there you see it on Recondo. So he does use a lot of Recondo's accessories. This blade here is the same, put that back, as the one that comes with. So same colors, no different, straight up reuse, nothing wrong with that, and Target exclusive. He's got this M14, same thing. If you look closely, the paint's a little different, little touch, but more or less the same. Comes with a removable clip. And yeah, there you go. So just a comparison. This is Recondo's and a little bit darker gray there, almost like a brownish gray for Tiger Force Flint's rifle. Of course, we have one of the weirdest guns in the line. Surprised it made a return. I mean, yeah, it's all about reuse when it comes to these exclusives, which is much better than the Cobra Island ideal, but yeah, it doesn't make any sense. This is Flint's OG one, and then this one has a nice green. Not sure if I'm ever going to use this, but as you can see, it's got gold ammo there and a little more bronze here for the Tiger Force. Pistols, same exact thing, pretty much no different at all. Just a gigantic Glock, just super nerfy, you know. This was around the time people were complaining and the weapons weren't getting any better. But yeah, we won't be using this too much. It'll stay in the holster. But of course, we're here to compare the Flints, the OG classified. I still really like this figure. I'm not sure why people don't. I think the face sculpt has a touch of John Bernthal. Maybe less now that I think about it, but I don't know, I dig it. Take off the cap, and he's got that haircut, kind of like Frank Castle, but take off the cap here, just to compare cuts. Very similar. Looking like a touch more hair maybe on the Tiger Force, so some growth. But overall, as you can see, it's Flint, right? So, I don't know. I don't hate the face sculpt. It's, it's fine. It's fine. As you can see here, less spotty camo. Used to really love these camo pants on Flint. Don't see it here. Clear green. Still got those weird shin guards from the old Origin and Classified days. But everything here is just repaint. And we got Flint, Tiger Force Flint with his Tiger Force mates. Pretty cool ragtag group. Overall, I like what they did with these repaints. You don't need them in collection. You don't need them in your collection, but they're fun. You know, you can have a separate shelf, separate display. And we know we're getting a regular Recondo on the way and hopefully some more Flints. What this group is desperately needing is Tiger Force Roadblock, of course. And Tiger Force versus Python Patrol. And who am I going with? Oh, you must have guessed it. I'm going with Vypra. She's a total kit bash. Reminds me a lot of Wolf Spider. Just more thought was put into it, taking pieces of some other items in the line, other figures in the line, and making a character that's already within canon. So really cool to get Vypra. I'm sure we'll get a regular one, possibly with a Rattler 4-wheel drive repaint of the Vamp. That would be dope. Tiger Force Flint, I don't hate it. Probably not as much as some other people. It is a straight up look of V2 with some, odd paint choices on the face sculpt, and I think they're kind of cool, Predator-like, but it was a nice addition, giving him Recondo weapons, seeing how it's in the jungle and whatever. As you can see, Pyramid of Darkness in the background. There's an iguana on the bottom left of Vypra, full moon out, so maybe that has to do with the skull face mask that we're getting, and Flint's, I believe it's a Corvette, so red car on the left side, but nothing too wild in their Easter egg department, more of a homage to Sunbow. But yeah, I'm going to go Flint 3.25 whiskeys. And for Vypra, we'll go 3.5. Yeah, she's cool. I like her. I think they're both fine. And to be honest, they're probably both wind up on clearance, just kind of the way it is. Didn't seem like a mad dash to get either. When I went to two Targets today, they were not in the aisle, but you could get them for pickup. I guess they got them in the back in the warehouse or whatever. So it wasn't the insanity of the Cobra Island days or even some of the more recent figures. But hey, anyway, we hope you love what you saw today. It was Tiger Force Flint versus Python Patrol Vypra. And stay tuned for more content here at A Toy Kind of Mood, and we'll see you in the toy aisle. Or Target.